Welcome back, everyone. This is Jaronitis bringing you Feed the Beast 1.6. We are starting on episode 26, and as promised previously, I'm going to show you that we have 55 stacks of charcoal. Now, keep in mind that I actually did not check on this morning when I got up for work. I got distracted, forgot all about it, and went to work and left it running basically for an entire day. And it actually was at 78 stacks, but I have taken some of the stacks and I've fed them into my dynamos and went ahead and charged up some of my batteries. So the farm seems to be doing quite well. I'm very happy with it at this particular moment. We'll go out here. Now, I took a little bit of time before I started recording and prettied some things up. I decided to go with some redstone brick. Be careful using redstone brick because it emits a redstone signal from it. I made sure that it wasn't going to affect anything, but I decided to go through some redstone brick to outline my infernal furnace, and then some marble brick to go around the outside of the red because the grass next to it just didn't look right. These guys are doing their thing. Now, since I have so much charcoal, I have instructed this golem, instead of putting the wood up into the infernal furnace, I'm having him just put it straight into the hungry chest, which is then being sorted into the system, so I'm going to have a surplus of oak logs. When I have a pretty good amount of oak logs, I'll go ahead and tell him to go ahead and start processing it back into charcoal again. So, I'm getting kind of tired of the magical stuff. Honestly, there's more research that I need to do, and I am so sick and tired of research that I'm just going to get away from Thaumcraft for a little bit. So keep in mind, we will be back, because there are still many things that I really want to do, and I'm just not going to get around to it right now. So I also put marble bricks down on the floor in here. I just couldn't stand looking at the cobblestone anymore. And then in my my smeltery room, I went and made some fancy seared bricks and put them down. Basically, you take the seared bricks that you built your smeltery with, and you use a chisel on them twice, I believe, to make it into fancy. I think that works really well, and I need some more light back here. But I like the way this looks in here. Design changes may continue to happen. I don't think I'll leave this floor as marble, but marble is so much better than cobblestone, and I just cannot stand having the cobblestone there any longer. I also used my infernal furnace to cook up a bunch of cobblestone into smooth stone and made stone brick, and went ahead and laid out the floor in here and the walls in stone brick. Give me a piece of leather. Give me a piece of leather. I put him up not too long ago. I've been messing with him constantly, so he's not going to give me anything. Oh well. So, we're going to do a couple of things today. First, we're going to see that I have 3 stacks of wood being stored up, just because. I also added barrels here so that my golems who are harvesting my garden can keep up with this. So I have plenty of that stuff. I'm probably going to take the potatoes out and go to straight wheat. 27 stacks of potatoes should be enough to hold me for quite a while. But when I start to need seed oil, I'll need plenty of seeds, so making them do only the wheat would be a good idea. So for now, we're just going to leave all this stuff be, and we're going to do a couple of things. First off, I want to get started having some bees. I want to get the bees doing some work for me, and to do so, we're going to make a apimancy, or a magic bees item, called the Thaumium Scoop. The Thaumium Scoop is basically just an enhanced scoop that I should be able to enchant with the repair enchantment, thus making it a permanent scoop, or at least I really hope that it'll go that nicely. So using that recipe, we're going to go in here, and I happen to bring the stuff with me. I brought enough to make 2 scoops because I don't know if there is another enchantment available other than repair. So I'm going to make 1, and we're going to go enchant it. I have dug the enchantment room out because I completely forgot that I buried it. And we'll go back over there and use that. That is another one of the... Ow! It's another one of the things that I had intention of moving at some point, but never actually took the time to move so far. So the fact that I'm now trying to use it will probably prompt me to do so as well. So now we're just going to give ourselves a level 30. And there we go. This is not the most efficient way to do this, but, you know, I'm working on it. I've got another idea to help make it more efficient, and we'll get to that later. So for now, let's enchant this thing with a level 30 and get Unbreaking and Repair. That's actually not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to be able to have Unbreaking and Repair on the same item. But I am not going to argue. So the first thing I want to do is change into a bat, because that thing right up there has been bugging the crap out of me ever since I cut the tree down that it was in. It's just been hanging out there in the middle of nothingness, and I must do something with it. And I did. Now it's not hanging there, and I'm happier. And I don't see... I guess we just got a princess out of that one. In ignoble stock. I don't know what ignoble means. Or is it... I guess that's how you say it. In any case, now I have a permanent scoop. I can go around collecting beehives all day long. And we're going to spend the rest of the episode just flying around picking up beehives. Because that is what this game is about. Mindlessly flying around and picking up beehives. So for the next 25 minutes, we will fly around, and yeah, right, we're not going to do that. Because that would be absolutely horribly boring, and I will do that when you guys don't have to watch me do it. So for now, we're going to take this, and we're going to put it away in my bag of stuff. And we're going to get ourselves a basic bee farm set up. Now, previously in older packs, you would have to either find some propolis, which we actually had already. We found it in the bee keeper's hut, but normally you would have to get some propolis and use the propolis to make a apiarist's pipe, so that you could make the bees automate. So you could automate the bees, and you would also need to get an autarkic gate, so that you could automatically have the bees pulled out and go around. And anyway, it was very complicated. Actually, really not necessary to have it be so. So we're going to sort that, and we're going to say we want... Let's see, we got a queen, and a queen. These are probably... It says pristine stock, but I'm fairly certain that they're actually not pristine. So we are going to take the meadows and the forest, and they will be the last set for the last of those. So we're going to need some flowers, because they won't work without flowers, and we're going to take these flowers with us. The other thing we're going to need is some item ducts and pneumatic servos. Because of the way that these work, and I tested this in a test world, so it will work, I think. It worked in my test world, so it should work here as well. We're going to go off to the side over here, and we should be able to go ahead and start with a basic apiarist setup. So first thing you want to do, of course, is check and make sure what your environment is. We have a normal temperature with a normal humidity. That's how I prefer to set these up. So we're going to go ahead and place that there. And then we're going to go ahead and put flowers, and we're going to put the others. We don't need the Thaumonomicon anymore, because we're not going to do that anymore. And as a matter of fact, I made the perfect scoop, so unless I die and lose it, I won't need to worry about that either. So we're going to go ahead and put these all out, and we're going to go ahead and get the bees started processing. And hey, wait a minute. Queen, nada. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and get them started processing. So they will go ahead and they will do their whole bee thing, and they will produce stuff that they can produce, and their life cycle will tick down. This is their life right here on the left side, and that will continue to ebb away. And when they die, they will. Or when this runs away, the queen will die and will leave behind a princess and an unknown number of drones. Now, we would be able to tell you how many drones there would be if we had a beealizer, but that is getting a little bit further than we need to worry about at this point. So, how do we want to go about doing this? Now, we want to go ahead and automate these guys so that they will cycle without me having to come here and take the princesses out and put in move the princess over and put a new drone with the princess to make a new queen to keep them going. Now, under normal circumstances, you wouldn't be able to do this so simply. You have to go through a huge process where you have to do a lot of the basic stuff by yourself without having any kind of automation. But with the new fun stuff we have here, we can do it without any great problems. So we're going to lay down some pipe here, and we're going to hook these up. And let's see, we want to make sure... Oh, I'm about to break my shovel. That's okay. I don't mind a broken shovel. As long as I can finish off this last little bit. Because God forbid I should... Oh, my shovel! God forbid I should have to actually, put something out with my bare hands. Because, that's... The idea of that is unbearable. So we're going to route these all to this diamond chest. And now we should be able to install our pneumatic servos. Here, 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 and here. And now we will use our wrench to reverse the direction that these are going, and it will tell them to pull stuff out. So now it is being told to pull stuff out of the bees. Now we will have to go in here and change this to disabled so that, because otherwise it will not do anything. So we tell this to be disabled, and now if we have anything going on with our bees yet, which we don't. Oh wait, do we? No, we don't. Okay, so now this, nope, there it goes. So that princess, that queen just died, and we wound up with a common princess that automatically got mixed in, and the other one should have gone over here. Actually, it's happened twice already. A valiant drone, excellent. So now, these bees, as long as we leave them alone, will continue to process. We'll go into breeding bees at some other time, but for now, I just want to get these guys going because I want them to process and start providing me with things that I can do stuff with bees. So this is a very humble beginning to bees. However humble it may be, it actually is a very nice beginning to bees, because before you'd have to place the apiaries, assuming you found any, or you'd have to make some, which we'll get into making apiaries later, because I have a huge project that's going to have to do with bees later on down the line. So, anyway, let's see. Now that we've done this, we can leave the bees alone, and they will continue to process and do their thing. So, while the bees are doing their thing, we have other things that we need to do. We are going to do something absolutely crazy. We are going to try to activate our division sigil. So, according to the division sigil, it says, inactive, you must perform activation ritual, sneak right-click on an enchanting table for more details. So, here's an enchanting table, and we're going to sneak right-click on it. Okay, it says, did not have a redstone circle. It can see the moon. It has sufficient natural earth, and the altar must not be lit by outside sources. And it's too early. Sacrifice must be made at midnight. Okay, so how this works, and if this is supposed to be some great secret, I'm sorry, I'm telling people. But basically, because you do not have a redstone circle. Okay, So we need to get some redstone and put the redstone around this enchanting table. But it also said that that it can't be lit by alternate things, which means that the stuff that's lighting this area cannot be here for this to work. It also has to have a sacrifice, and the sacrifice has to be made at midnight. So we are going to make a couple of things to make this easier. First off, a sacrifice, we need to capture something to kill at midnight when that ritual is ready to be performed. So instead of hoping to lead something close, we're going to create something that lets us take something with us. And that's going to be a golden lasso. The golden lasso, it basically lets you pick up any creature. I think it has to. I'm not sure if it does monsters or not. It may not, but we're gonna use a neutral a mob anyway, like a sheep or a cow or something. So we should be able to make this, and then when we right-click this on an animal, it will pick it up into this and be able to carry it along with us. Kind of like the safari nets of previous. So we're gonna need some 4 gold nuggets, 4 pieces of string, and an ender pearl. And also to drop off some of this stuff so that we don't have it carrying around in our inventory. So, wait a minute, the gold nuggets are here. I have 3, of course. I need 4, I have 3, that sounds about right. Alright, so we're going to toss this in here, and we're going to leave ourselves with 4, you know what? They're going to be that way, let's be that way. Let's just make a bunch. Mob drops. Oh, thank God. For a second there, I was like, oh God, I used all my string. And no, I didn't use all my string. I used a bunch of it, but not quite all of it. Alright, so we're going to make ourselves 3 golden lassos just because I wanted to make 3 of them. And besides, one of the next things I'm going to have to do is get started on a farm. I actually find myself lacking in wool, and that doesn't go there. Find myself lacking in wool and leather, and I'd like to stop eating potatoes at some point and start eating some beef, just because I like the idea of eating steak instead of potatoes. But I guess I'm a steak and potatoes kind of guy. But anyway, let's see, the bees and stuff we can deal with later. We can toss this in here. Wood stuff goes here. Alrighty, so. Oh, wait a minute, we don't need any more of these. Alright, so now we need to go out and capture a thing that we can then sacrifice at the appropriate time. And then we also need to go find a place out away from my house, because my understanding is this is not going to be pretty when this happens. And we need to do it at midnight when the moon is at its brightest, and since it's not dark yet, we should be fine, although we're getting into the dark phase. Alright, so, we need some redstone. That should be plenty. Alrighty, now, let's get out there and do something cool. Alrighty, I'm probably going to... Oh, wait, look. It shows there's a pig. Look, there's a pig. Here, piggy, piggy, piggy. I'm not going to sacrifice you to some evil god to activate some amazing ritual so that I can do really horrible things in another dimension. Stay still. We'll call you Orson. That was so horrible I call it Orson. Anyway, so now it shows the golden lasso has a pig. So, yay. Alright, so now I'm going to go batty. Just a little batty. And we're going to get away from the house so that we can do this in a location more to my liking, away from this current area. I'd like it to be in a generally flat area, and seeing as the moon has to get overhead, I might actually take some time to fly around and find a better area to do this in. But it doesn't have to be, because basically if I run out of time, I run out of time, and I'm not going to try to wait until next time to do this again. As a matter of fact, I will probably just do it right here, as long as it says it's okay with that, and as long as nothing tries to kill me in the next 3 seconds. Alright, altar does not have a redstone circle. Can see the moon. Has sufficient. Altar is in darkness. Too early. Okay, so everything is ready other than the redstone circle. Oops. Alright, altar has everything. It is too early. All we have to do is wait for it to become nighttime. In the meantime, oh, well, it become midnight, technically speaking. So, in the meantime, I am going to chop down a couple of these trees around here because I am going to want there to be less cover when it comes time for the ritual. So this particular ritual is going to make a lot of dangerous things happen. Mostly, my understanding, and if they haven't changed it from last time, when this happens, there's going to be a massive number of monsters that spawn. They're going to be all attempting to kill you at the same time, which is going to be, that's witchwood, that doesn't work. Wow, I don't know why I jumped just then. I shouldn't have. Don't you do it. Where's my... Okay, there's my altar. Come here, you. Alrighty, we have a skeleton out here, but that's okay. Let me eat something real quick. It might be close enough to midnight to get the party started. Come here. Not interested in you right now. Alrighty, and too early. It must be made at midnight. I'm very close to midnight. Alrighty, we're gonna change back to me for the moment, and hopefully nothing else is gonna jump out and try to blow me up. Well, there's a creeper right there who's waiting for his chance. Too early. Come on! The moon's basically overhead. What the heck? Oh, I'm looking straight up, and the moon is not where I'm looking. Ah! See, now, the division sigil just started glowing. So now, perform the sacrifice. Okay, so now we should be able to let this guy out. And... oh, it worked. Alrighty, so now my division sigil is active, and I have tainted earth, which if I had a brain, I'd get the heck out of here. Let me get into a easier to flee form. Alright, it is activated, so I don't technically have to stay here. It's activated, and I can do whatever I want at this point. But, who am I to turn down a good fight, right? Oh wait, I'm the guy who wants to live. Ooh, that's one way to clear out some of them. That was funny. Anybody else want some of this? I've got the best stuff for clearing out large numbers of enemies. Ah, there you are. You're the one that's been shooting at me. Way! This is how you clear terrain, folks. This is how you do it. Now imagine if I couldn't fly at this point. Not being able to get up and away from this would be a truly horrifying thing at this point. Light should make the earth go away. And yes, it is clearing up because I lit it up. Because if I remembered that, I would have done this a long time ago. That should clear things up rather nicely, and I should stay up here until I generate some more health back. And what the heck? What blew up? I looked away for half a second. I saw. Oh, okay, it was just moonstone coming down. That's fine. Alrighty, so now we should have things clearing up quite well. Don't you blow up. Run around, grabbing stuff. I still haven't remade a sword just because I'm enjoying the hammer too much. Whoa! Hello, Mr. Creeper. You are sufficiently creepy. You don't need to do that again. Is that moonstone? It looks different. I think they changed the texture of moonstone. Wow, they changed the look of moonstone altogether, because that does not look like a crystal. It's circular. And that is not how moonstone looked previously. Do you mind? I know you don't, but geez, come on. Give me a little break here. I think I liked moonstone the way it looked before. I think it was prettier. But that's neither here nor there. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Grab our stuff. Grab our stuff. And go back home. Stuff can burn down on its own time. I have a time limit. Okay, so now that we have a division sigil, we can actually make a whole bunch of different things. The division sigil is actually used to make the builder's wands that I've already found a bunch of without having to use that. Ah, that's awesome. You can see my mined out area down there. Isn't that cool? There's a lot of ore down there I should go and gather, but I'm just not going to because I don't care. I also need to equal trade all of this out and make it all into dirt so that it will grow in grass and be all pretty. But in any case, so we can actually use, and I don't need to be a bat anymore, we can use the division sigil to make unstable ingots. Unstable ingots will explode in your face the moment you close a crafting window, or if you don't use them in 10 seconds, they will explode in your face. So I have way too much crap in my inventory, and you know what? I just don't care right now. We're just going to auto-sort the lot of it. I can clean the rest of this up off camera. Y'all don't need to worry about that part. The golden lassos, however, are going to become part of my carry with me pouch because eventually, like I said, I'm going to start doing special things. So the next thing I want to do is create a portal. The portal will be the portal to the deep dark, which is going to be an insanely dangerous place where I'm going to die frequently because I don't have the stuff necessary to survive it at this point. But I want to do it anyway, so I'm gonna. Alright, so we have triple compressed cobblestone and quadruple compressed cobblestone. You take 9 cobblestone and compress it into a compressed cobblestone. Then you take that and compress it again into double compressed cobblestone, and so on and so forth until you finally get what you're actually looking for. So we're going to instead, we need 4 triples and 1 quadruple, so we're going to go and we're going to put in compressed cobble. Alright, so this is going to make this a little bit easier to do because now we can just shift click things in. So we need to compress some cobblestone, like so. Alright, so now we have compressed cobblestone. Now we need double compressed cobblestone. So now we have 18 double compressed cobblestone. So now we need triple compressed cobblestone, and that is 2. So we need more cobblestone. Thankfully, we've actually prepared for this quite well. We have 331,000 cobblestone, so we can do this all day long. So let's see, compress some more. Compress some more. Whoops, I meant to do that. And compress some more. So now we double compress some more. And double compress some more. Oh, we don't have enough for more double compressions. So now let's see if we can triple compress some more. We can. So now we have 3 triple compressed and 7 double compressed and 6 normal compressed. So as you can see, this is going to take quite a bit of cobblestone, and it's actually going to take quite a bit of time, but I've only got a few minutes left in the episode, and I'm not going to bother with any kind of cutting or anything because I don't like cutting. So we'll just continue to do it this way until we have what we need. And then we double it, and then we triple it, and we still don't have enough to make the 1 quadruple. So again, we'll go back and forth. You see how amazingly good this is to have the shift click ability to automatically throw things in here? To not be able to do that would just be a truly devastating thing. So if y'all like what you're seeing, make sure to send me a comment or a like of some sort. You know, give me a subscription if you feel like it. That would be cool. I'd like to see that. So far, you know, I know I'm still starting out, and people are still, I guess, either getting used to me or finding out that I exist. You know, or maybe I'm just not that interesting. I mean, I have to accept the possibility that what I'm doing isn't that amazing of a thing, and that people just don't care to see that. So if that is the case, that will be fine. Oh, there we go, quadruple compressed cobblestone. Alright, so now we have the 1 quadruple, and now we need to get 4 more triples again. I should just put a crafting station over there. It would probably be more useful, but we're almost there, so I don't care. Alright, that's 1 triple and 4 quadruples, and we're almost there. We're almost home free, and we are running a few minutes over at this point, but it's not like I want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger wondering what the whole deep dark thing is going to be all about, and now is when I push the button to stop recording and leave you guys hanging on a cliffhanger. Wouldn't that be horrible of me? I think that'd be hilarious and absolutely horrible, so I'm not going to do it. Or am I? No, I'm not going to do that. I actually want to make this portal, and I want to generate the deep dark and see if it crashes the game, see if it does anything, you know, unusually bad. So, okay, so now we have this. So now we should be able to back this out and look for that portal again. Now, it's very important, oops, caps lock, oops, no. Okay, so it's very important to make sure that you have all this stuff set up first, because when you craft the unstable ingot, if you read right here, it says it's unstable and will explode after 10 seconds. It will also explode if the crafting window is closed or the ingot is thrown on the ground. They do not stack, okay? Do not craft unless ready. So we have 1 quadruple, triple, 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 and triple. And then we're going to have to make unstable ingots. The unstable ingots are iron divided by diamond. Dividing by diamond is dangerous stuff. So that being the case, we're going to need 4 of those and 4 of these. And we are getting out of the house to do this crafting because If I happen to get it wrong, I don't want a crater in my house. I'd rather the crater be out in the wild somewhere where I don't have to worry about any kind of oops. So triple, 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 get out of there. Alrighty, so that takes care of that part of things. Now let's go see if we can blow me up and end the episode with style. I've never blown one of these up before, but I've also never created this portal. So I don't know how big of an explosion we may be talking about. So I'm going to use this creeper crater that has been here, and we'll use it to do this. Alright, here we go, crossing fingers. This goes in the center, these go around the outside, and we have the division sigil, iron divided by diamond, and go. I'm not going to make it. Ow. Okay, well, apparently I don't craft that fast. And that death message was hilarious. Okay, well, this seems like a good place to end an episode, don't you think? That hurt significantly. And where's my cobblestone? No! Where's my triple cobblestone? Oh. Okay. Is that gonna explode again on me? Or because of this, explodes in 0 seconds. Not sure what to think of that. Ow! Okay, well, I guess those really were still active, and only part of them exploded the first time. That's awesome. Oh, horribly wrong and awesome. The problem I have now is that there's actually still another piece in the table. Okay, well, let me pick up the rest of my stuff so an explosion doesn't destroy it. And then we're going to close this episode. Where is my goggles? Where's my helmet of revealing? Where is it? There's a piece of the cobblestone. That's wonderful. But where is my helmet of revealing? Hello, helmet of revealing. Where are you? Unless, you know, it's very possible that the explosion actually threw it over into the golem's territory. He may have auto-sorted it. We'll find out here in a second. I'm going to break this and see if it explodes. It did not. But where is the other unstable ingot? I don't know. Well, this is Jeronitis signing off, and remember, help spread the gaming.